Hey Switch fans, welcome back to SwitchTop. April 2025 is packed with awesome new games coming to the Nintendo Switch. Today, I'm counting down the top games you should keep an eye on this month. These games look super fun and I can't wait to show you what's coming. Let's jump right in. Promise Mascot Agency puts you in charge of your own mascot talent company where you'll scout, train, and manage quirky animal mascots for different businesses. You'll start with just 1 or 2 mascots and grow your agency by matching the right mascot personalities with the right jobs. From sports team events to store openings, the game mixes management sim elements with mini games where your mascots perform at events. Each mascot has unique skills and personality traits that affect how well they do at different jobs. As you earn money, you can upgrade your office, buy better training equipment, and scout rarer mascot types. The cute art style and funny mascot interactions make this perfect for anyone who loves management games with a big dose of humor. Will your agency become the go-to place for the best mascots in town? Overdrive is a space combat game that lets you build and customize your own starfighter from hundreds of parts before taking on missions across a war-torn galaxy. What makes this game special is its energy management system. During fights, you need to shift power between your weapons, shields, and engines in real time, creating a game of space combat chess as you try to outsmart enemy pilots. The story follows a rookie pilot who joins a ragtag group of mercenaries after their home planet is destroyed, uncovering a conspiracy that threatens the entire galaxy. With 30+ mission types ranging from dogfights to stealth runs, and a multiplayer mode where you can challenge friends to arena battles, Star Overdrive offers tons of content. The game runs smoothly on Switch in both docked and handheld modes, with motion controls for precise aiming that makes space combat feel super satisfying.
I wish you could see this. I can't say it's going to be easy, but it's going to be fun.
Progress Orders is a cozy restaurant management game with a twist. You run the only diner in a small town where magical creatures and humans live together. Each day you'll plan your menu, cook meals using a fun cooking mini game, serve customers, and listen to town gossip that often leads to special order requests. The cooking system uses simple controls where you trace patterns on the screen to chop, stir, and flip food. Mess up and your dish quality drops. As you earn money, you can upgrade your kitchen with magic-powered appliances, learn new recipes from townsfolk, and even grow your own ingredients in a small garden behind your diner. The game features a day-night cycle with different customers appearing at different times, and seasonal festivals where you can enter cooking contests. The heartwarming story unfolds through your daily interactions with the quirky townspeople, making every customer who walks through your door important to the overall tale. 有効度がマックスになれば幸せな結末が待っているかも。さあ、あなたは理想のギルドを作り上げ、全てを見届ける覚悟はできていますか？プログレスオーダーズ。The 100-line Last Defense Academy puts you in the role of a teacher at a special school that trains teenagers with magical abilities to defend humanity from mysterious monsters called voids. The game combines school life simulation and tactical RPG battles where you teach classes during the day to improve your students' stats and skills, then lead them into battle at night against the voids. The battle system uses a unique line mechanic where positioning your team in different formations provides different bonuses, and students can combine their abilities for powerful team attacks. Between battles, you'll manage the Academy's resources, help resolve student conflicts, and uncover the dark secrets behind the void appearances. With 100 potential students to recruit, each with their own personalities and backstories, and multiple story paths based on your decisions, the game offers huge replay value. 各メンバーのスキルを使って敵を効率的に殺しまくる。ボルテージが 100% 以上溜まったら必殺技で広範囲を一気殲滅。それが戦闘の基本ね。シンプルでしょ。 ただし必殺技を放っ
The Renovator. Origins is a hands-on home renovation simulator where you buy rundown houses, fix them up, and sell them for profit. Unlike many building games, you actually do all the work yourself, tearing down walls with sledgehammers, installing tiles, painting, plumbing, and wiring, all using intuitive controls that make these tasks feel satisfying. The game starts you off with simple jobs, like fixing up a bathroom, but gradually lets you tackle entire houses and eventually landmark buildings in your town. As you complete renovations, you'll unlock better tools and special techniques that let you work faster and create more impressive designs. The story mode follows your character's journey from amateur handy person to renovation TV star, with each project bringing new challenges and colorful clients with specific demands. There's also a free play sandbox mode where you can let your creativity run wild with no budget limits. Monument Valley 1+2 brings the beloved mobile puzzle games to Nintendo Switch with enhanced controls and new bonus levels. These games are all about optical illusions and impossible geometry. You guide a silent princess through beautiful, mysterious monuments by rotating and sliding parts of the level to create new paths that shouldn't logically exist. The Switch version uses both touch controls in handheld mode and a clever pointer system when docked. The simple premise hides a surprisingly emotional story told without words. In the first game, Princess Ida seeks forgiveness for a past mistake, while the sequel follows a mother and daughter's journey to repair their relationship. The MC Escher-inspired visuals are stunning on the Switch screen, with each level feeling like a living piece of art you can manipulate. This collection includes all previously released content plus 5 brand new exclusive levels that take advantage of the Switch's unique capabilities. Mandragora. Whispers of the Witch Tree is a dark fantasy action RPG set in a world where nature has been corrupted by a mysterious blight. You play as a seed hunter who can communicate with plants and must find the source of the corruption. The combat system combines fluid sword fighting with plant-based magic. You can grow thorny vines to trap enemies, summon protective bark armor, or unleash poisonous spores. What makes this game unique is the living weapon system. Your sword has a Mandragora, magical plant embedded in its hilt that evolves based on how you play, unlocking new abilities and changing form. The game's world is divided into different biomes, each with its own plant species and enemy types, and traveling between them requires solving environmental puzzles using your plant powers. The hand-drawn art style creates a hauntingly beautiful world, and the day-night cycle affects which plants are active and which enemies you'll encounter.
Each class starts with a default weapon setup, but you can learn to use any weapon type to match your playstyle. Armor matters too. Every piece has weight and poise. More poise makes you harder to stagger in combat, so you can stand your ground against tougher foes. Weight also contributes to your overall.
Yasha, Legends of the Demon Blade is a fast-paced action game set in feudal Japan where you play as Yasha, a warrior who makes a deal with a demon sword to save her village from invading Oni, demons. The combat system focuses on the risk at reward of using your demon blade. The more you use its power, the stronger you become, but the closer you get to losing control to the demon within it. The game features a stance switching mechanic where you can instantly swap between 3 fighting styles: quick, balanced, and heavy, to adapt to different enemy types. As you defeat powerful Oni, you absorb their abilities into your blade, gaining new skills like fire attacks, teleportation, or time slowing. The story explores Japanese mythology with beautiful environments inspired by ukiyo-e paintings, from misty bamboo forests to snow-covered mountain shrines, with extremely responsive controls and battles that reward precision timing for perfect dodges and counters. Yasha delivers some of the most satisfying combat on the Switch. Old Skies is a time-traveling adventure game where you play as Azzy, a time agent who guides wealthy clients on trips to specific moments in history. Each chapter features a different client and time period, from 1920s speakeasies to 1970s punk rock clubs in New York City, where you must ensure they don't change the past while solving puzzles and making dialogue choices. The game's unique mechanic is your temporal scanner, which reveals objects that exist across different time periods, allowing you to solve clever puzzles by jumping between different versions of the same location. The beautiful hand-drawn art style brings each era to life with incredible detail, and the story explores the personal reasons why each client wants to revisit a specific moment, from lost loves to unsolved mysteries. As the game progresses, you begin to uncover a conspiracy that threatens the very fabric of time itself, forcing you to make difficult choices that affect the ending you'll receive.
I know I'm not like most people. I'm not like you. Your timeline can change. One wrong choice, and you never existed. But not me. I'm immune to all that. Can you imagine seeing all the paths not taken all at once?
Hot Rod Mayhem is the ultimate arcade racing game where high-speed racing meets demolition derby chaos. You'll race souped-up classic cars through 12 wild tracks set in everything from desert canyons to abandoned amusement parks, all while smashing into opponents and avoiding explosive hazards. What makes this game special is its nitro system. Hitting other cars or performing stunts fills your nitro meter, which you can use for speed boosts or activate mayhem mode, where your car becomes temporarily indestructible and can plow through anything. The garage mode lets you customize your hot rod with over 200 parts that affect both performance and looks, with a simple upgrade system that's easy to understand but deep enough for gearheads. The story mode follows an underground racing league where you rise from unknown rookie to legendary driver, making rivals and allies along the way. With 4-player split-screen and 8-player online races featuring cross-platform play, Hot Rod Mayhem brings back the pure fun of arcade racers with modern graphics and physics that feel great using the Switch's motion controls. Maliki, Poison of the Past is a colorful action-adventure game based on the popular French comic series. You play as Maliki, a pink-haired girl with cat ears who discovers she can travel between the real world and a fantasy realm filled with magical creatures. The game uses a unique emotion system where your fighting style changes based on Maliki's mood. Anger gives you powerful attacks, joy makes you more agile, and fear unlocks defensive abilities. As you explore both worlds, you'll solve puzzles that require switching between different emotions at the right time. The story follows Maliki as she uncovers secrets about her mysterious past while fighting against a darkness that's spreading through both worlds. With hand-drawn art that looks just like the comics, cute animal companions that help you in battles, and voice acting from the French animated series, this game brings Maliki's world to life in a way fans and newcomers will love. Pilo and the Holobook is a charming puzzle adventure game where you play as Pilo, a young inventor who discovers an ancient book that can bring drawings to life as holograms. The main gameplay mechanic revolves around drawing different objects in the book. Draw a ladder to reach high places, a boat to cross water, or a key to unlock doors. The Switch version lets you use touch controls in handheld mode or motion controls when docked to draw your creations. As you progress through the story, you'll learn new drawing techniques that create more complex holograms, like machines with moving parts or creatures that can help you solve puzzles. The game world is divided into chapters that represent different environments: forests, mountains, ancient ruins, each with its own puzzle types and challenges. Pilo's journey to discover who created the Holobook takes her through a world where technology and magic blend together, with a heartwarming story about creativity and friendship that's perfect for players of all ages. Rusty Rabbit is a post-apocalyptic platformer where you control a broken-down robot rabbit trying to find its missing creator in a world reclaimed by nature. What makes this game special is the rust mechanic. Your rabbit slowly accumulates rust as you play, making you heavier and slower, but also stronger and able to break through certain barriers. You can wash off rust in water sources to become light and nimble again, creating a constant strategic choice about how much rust to carry. The game features beautiful 2.5D graphics, with ruined cities being overtaken by plants and wildlife, with a day-night cycle that changes which enemies appear. As you explore, you'll find parts to upgrade your rabbit with new abilities like double jumping, gliding, or a powerful ground pound. The emotional story is told without words through environmental storytelling and flashback sequences, gradually revealing what happened to the world and why your creator disappeared. With tight controls and a perfect difficulty curve, Rusty Rabbit looks like a fresh take on the platformer genre. Motogp 25 brings the official motorcycle racing championship to Switch with all the real riders, teams, and tracks from the 2025 season. The game hits a great balance between simulation and accessibility with its adaptive difficulty system. Newcomers can use racing assists like automatic braking and simplified controls, while experienced players can dive into the deep physics system where weight shifting, tire wear, and weather conditions all matter. The career mode lets you start as a rookie in smaller racing classes before working your way up to the premier MotoGP class, managing contracts, developing your bike, and building rivalries with other racers. New to this year's version is the dynamic weather system where rain can start falling mid-race, forcing you to adjust your riding style or make strategic pit stops to change tires. The Switch version runs at a solid 30 frames per second and includes motion control options that let you tilt the console to steer your bike. With both split-screen local multiplayer and online modes, Motogp 25 is packed with content for racing fans. Tempopo is a musical adventure game where you play as Poco, a little creature who can manipulate time by playing different rhythms on their drum. The core gameplay revolves around matching button presses to the beat of the music. Get it right and time flows normally. Mess up and time might slow down, speed up, or even reverse. Each area of the world has its own musical style, from jazzy city streets to electronic-inspired factories, and you'll need to master different rhythm patterns to solve puzzles and defeat enemies. The story follows Poco's journey to restore music to a world where the great silence has frozen most creatures in time. As you progress, you'll free musical spirits who join your band and give you new abilities like being able to rewind time completely or create time bubbles where objects move at different speeds. With gorgeous hand-drawn animation that reacts to the music and a soundtrack that adapts based on your actions, Tempopo creates a unique experience where gameplay and music are perfectly synchronized. The LUNAR Remastered Collection brings two beloved classic JRPGs, LUNAR Silver Star Story and LUNAR Eternal Blue, to the Switch with beautiful updated graphics while keeping the charm of the originals. These games tell the interconnected stories of two different heroes battling against world-threatening evils in a world where magic comes from the power of dragons. What made LUNAR special was its focus on character relationships and generous personality, with fully animated cutscenes and voice acting that was revolutionary when first released. The turn-based battle system uses positioning in a unique way. Characters and enemies move around the battlefield, and your attack options change based on where you're standing. This remaster adds quality of life improvements like faster battles, a detailed map system, and the option to switch between remastered and original graphics music at any time. The collection includes all content from previous versions, plus a new dungeon in each game, making this the definitive way to experience these RPG classics that influence so many modern games. And there you have it, the top Nintendo Switch games coming this April that you should definitely check out. From exploring magical worlds to racing high-speed motorcycles, there's something for everyone this month. Which game are you most excited to play? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe to SwitchTop for more Nintendo Switch content. I'll be back next month with more awesome games you don't want to miss.